do some rearranging and decluttering. This area behind, this is where I sit to eat, this area behind my chair has become a catch-all, just a mess. And I want to get all of that stuff out of there and find a different home for it, except for this board and the frog, because that's how we block off the entryway when Mr. Bo, who's out on the deck right now, wants to come in. So I want to move that white shelf. Now that cabinet there is going to stay there. That's got my dehydrator on it. But I want to move that white shelf, and I want to move it out here somewhere. I'm not sure where. I was originally thinking it could go in there, but it's not going to fit, even if I move the refrigerator over. Because you have to leave air circulation for the refrigerator. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I want to get this entryway cleaned up too. It's an absolute mess. I'm going to do something with that shoe basket. Yeah, I have to think about this for a bit, and then I'll bring you back and we'll get busy. And yeah, I'm in my pajamas, and I'm going to be in my pajamas for this video because I don't have to go anywhere today, and I don't feel like getting dressed. So I'm not going to. So, all right, I'm going to have to brainstorm this a little bit, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to dig into this mess. This shoe organizer, or it's just an organizer for anything, has been down in my office for a long time, and I've had this organizer thing for years. I used it for everything. I used it for toys when Travis was little, and then I used it for homeschooling stuff, and then most recently has been used for hats and gloves and things like that. Well, it was filthy. This bottom one that I'm working on right now was full of sand and dirt, and because we had been using that for shoes. So anyway, I'm going to reutilize this and make it back into a shoe caddy for out in the entryway. You'll notice in this next little segment that the camera appears to be wobbling a little bit. That is because I had a fan going and it was sitting right next to my tripod, and I didn't realize it was creating like an earthquake effect on this video. So this hopefully will be the only clip that it does that, but we shall see. I hope it doesn't do that throughout this video, because that would be very disappointing. So in this footage, I am taking everything off of this little cabinet that I had all my canned goods on, because I was trying everything I could think of to make things fit in the entryway, and I took everything off of this thing and I moved it, and it didn't fit where I moved it. So I had to put everything back. But I guess the good thing about it is I did go through and throw away some things that were way past date and reorganized my canned goods. So there was something good that came out of all of this extra effort for something that didn't work. That Mr. Bobo, this is where he sleeps at night. And he leans up against this wall and gets it so dirty. Oh my goodness, what a dirty dog. You hear that? That's Sally. She's feeling good enough to bark at everything. Silly dog. I am fighting the clock here because we're supposed to get rain this afternoon. And it is starting to cloud up. So I gotta get this floor in here mopped so I can get those rugs back in here. Oh my goodness, what a gross mess. That dog. The things we do for our animals, I tell you. So while the entryway is drying, I'm going to go ahead and get finished up in this section here behind my chair. Basically, I'm going to throw that tin away. That is stuff that needs to go out in the compost. It was green beans that got too old. And then I'm going to sweep and mop. And that's it. That white cart there is going to have to go downstairs. And I tried like everything. I tried like every combination I could come up with to try to make that white shelf that was there fit in the entryway, and it will not fit. So it's going back downstairs as well. Now that I got the entryway cleaned out and the back of behind my chair all cleaned up, now I have to tackle this table. Look at the table. Yeah, this is all stuff that I need to find different homes for because they're not going to work behind my chair and out in the entryway anymore. Some of it's just garbage, some of it's just like gardening things that need to go back out in the garden shed and things like that, because our garden season is just about done. We are just picking food to eat now, except for our black-eyed peas. That's going to be a big process. In a week or so, we're going to be doing a lot of shelling of black-eyed peas and freezing those, but cucumbers, I don't think we're going to get enough to do any pickles. We might be able to do a small jar of pickles, refrigerator pickles with them. Olivia wanted to try that. Tomatoes, we're just eating those as they get ripe. We're not going to can any of those. So anyway, the garden is pretty much wrapped up. The potatoes are done. We dug them last week because the potato bugs killed the plants. And we got a 5-gallon bucket. We were really hoping for about triple that. And had the plants had time to mature, that's what we would have gotten, because we got a ton of little tiny ones that just didn't get a chance to grow because the stupid potato bugs killed them. But we do have these many cucumbers, so I might have Olivia, if she feels like doing that today, make a jar of refrigerator pickles. But anyway, let's get going on getting this table cleaned off. Well, I'm going to break in here in the middle of my wrapping this video up to put this little addendum in here. I thought I had it all figured out and it was all great, and I was filming my last clip there, and Olivia came in from doing chores and she went to close the door and it was hitting the freezer, or I mean the refrigerator. And so I had to completely swap things around, put the little shoe caddy there and the refrigerator here. And in the long run, it was a good thing because it was very, very dirty underneath the refrigerator. So now it's nice and clean back there, and we switched it around, and now it's finally done. Kind of turned into a minor nightmare doing this little project. Nothing quite went as planned, but it's straightened up, and my goal of getting the area behind my chair cleaned up is met, and that's done. So yeah. Alright friends, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this video, even though this clip was actually shot before that little addendum. As you will see when I go back into the entryway, things were not switched around. I had not discovered yet that the door would not close. So anyway, I hope this video inspired you to work on those areas of your home that seem daunting or
just are really, really bothering you, because that's what my dining room area was really bothering me, and the entryway was bothering me. And so I just had some time on this particular day to get this job done, and so I tackled it, even though, as I said, it turned into a minor nightmare and nothing went according to plan. But I didn't give up, and I kept on doing it, and I really like the results. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will talk to you all later. Bye bye, friends.